The cue ball cracked against the solid blue, sending it spinning toward the corner pocket. Jason exhaled, lining up his next shot, when a voice interrupted him. "Hey man, can I ask you something?" He looked up. It was David, his longtime friend, nursing a beer at the edge of the pool table. Jason straightened, resting his cue stick against the table. "Yeah, what's up? How do you feel about your long-distance thing with Kara?" David asked. Is it worth it?" Jason furrowed his brow, caught off guard. "I mean, yeah, I think so. We make it work." David nodded slowly, deep in thought. "This is weird, but I had a dream about this exact moment." He rubbed his temple. "I told you something, some advice, but I can't remember what it was." Jason smirked. "Maybe it was good advice?" David snapped his fingers. "Wait, I think I said—" He hesitated, then recited what his dream self had supposedly told Jason. The moment the words left his mouth, Jason shivered. A wave of dizziness washed over him. "Whoa! I just got the strongest case of déjà vu." David's eyes widened. "Dude, same." Before they could process it, reality flickered. For a split second, everything changed. The bar was gone. They were somewhere else. A featureless white space, endless and silent. Then, just as suddenly, the bar snapped back into existence. They both gasped. "Did you just see that?" Jason whispered. David nodded, his face pale. "We were somewhere else. Both of us. At the same time, they gathered their other friends, recounting the bizarre experience. One of them, Amir, a neuroscience grad student, stroked his chin. What if your subconscious isn't just guiding your actions, but it actually lives in the future? What? Jason blinked. Think about it. What if our subconscious minds exist 3, maybe even 10 days ahead, constantly feeding us the illusion of present control? Your brain lets you think you're making decisions, but it's really just revealing what's already been set in motion. David leaned forward. "So what we think is now is actually a past recording, a constructed memory." "Exactly," Amir said. "And what you experienced just now, that might have been a glitch. Your conscious mind getting a peek beyond the illusion." The group spent the next few weeks designing experiments, timing their decisions, attempting to predict future events, even training themselves in lucid dreaming. Eventually, they cracked it. By fooling their subconscious minds into thinking they weren't aware of the truth, they managed to slip through the veil. They discovered a method. Through lucid dreaming, they could take direct control of their bodies in the true present, the real timeline. They decided to do it together to finally wake up beyond their subconscious-controlled existence. But one of them, Eli, hesitated. "I think I'll stay," he admitted. "I trust my subconscious to make the right calls. Maybe it's better this way, letting my future self handle things and just experiencing life as it unfolds." The rest of them took the leap. When they woke up, it was no longer 3 or 10 days ahead. It was 30. A full month had passed in the real world. They had no memories of that time, as if their conscious selves had simply ceased to exist for 30 days. They were in control now, but the lost time gnawed at them. And Eli, he was exactly the same, unchanged. And to their shock, he already knew everything they had learned. "Because it's been 30 days for me," he explained. "I lived through it all." Jason stared at him. "So it doesn't matter whether we wake up or not?" Eli shrugged. "Maybe. Or maybe this is just another version of reality we're meant to believe. Either way, I feel the same." The others exchanged uneasy glances. They were finally awake, fully in control of their own lives. But was it better? That night, Jason lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. The unease from their discovery lingered in his mind. Then, out of nowhere, déjà vu struck again. The sensation was stronger this time, overwhelming his senses. He bolted upright, heart pounding. His subconscious had tricked them again. Determined, he decided to try a different version of the lucid dreaming exercises, alone, without telling his friends. He set his mind on waking up in the true reality. As he drifted into sleep, he felt himself slipping away. When he opened his eyes, everything was wrong. The sky was blood red, the air heavy with static like an old television screen. The world itself seemed like a silver pencil sketch, shimmering and unstable, shadows twisted unnaturally, revealing creatures that had always been there, hidden by the subconscious mind. Horrific insect-like beings skittered past him, their hairy legs scraping against the ground. Towering figures loomed in the distance, their eyeless faces turned towards him. Then he saw it. A monstrous creature as tall as a 20-story skyscraper, its deer-like face stripped of skin in places, revealing jagged bone. Its antelope-like features curled into something almost human. its neck adorned with spiraling horns. It turned to face him. Pure, unrelenting terror consumed Jason. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. That's when he realized there was no air. He hadn't been breathing this entire time. His vision darkened as dots filled his eyes. His mind screamed for air, for escape, for anything but this reality, and then everything went black.